Good morning, students. Today we will start lesson 7 in our SST book, Nature and Us. We depend on nature for many things: air, water, soil, plants, animals, metals, coal, and so on are all gifts of nature. Even the raw materials for man-made things such as plastic and glass come from nature. So in this chapter we will talk about how nature maintains a balance, the ways in which we upset this balance and what we can do to protect nature. In this picture, you can see how nature keeps a balance in the environment. So, let us read about environmental balance. All the natural things around us make up our environment, or surroundings in which we live is called environment, and nature keeps a perfect balance between all these things. This means it tries to maintain the proper amounts of these things. Some examples how nature keeps a balance in the environment are: living things use oxygen from the air and give out carbon dioxide. Plants use carbon dioxide and make oxygen. These processes help to balance the amounts of carbon dioxide and oxygen in the air. Nature keeps a check over the number of plants and animals. For example, in a forest, carnivores are flesh-eating animals. Carnivores check the number of herbivores. If they did not, the herbivores would eat up all the plants and the forest would vanish. Another example is plants, they take minerals from the soil. But in nature we have many workers or organisms like bacteria, fungi and earthworms, and they return these minerals by recycling waste, because they feed on waste such as dead plants and animals, and in this process they break it down and return minerals to the soil. Another example we can give of water cycle. Water cycle, we all know, water is continuously moving from oceans to the air in the form of water vapor, and when these water vapor they move upwards, they get cooled and changes into clouds, and when these clouds become heavy they fall down on earth in the form of rain, snow, etc. This continuous movement of water from earth's surface to the atmosphere and back is called water cycle, and this process renews our fresh water supply and also renews groundwater. Spoiling the balance. There are many things we do to spoil the balance in nature. In fact, man himself has disturbed the balance in nature. So, how we are spoiling the balance? Deforestation. Deforestation means cutting down the trees in the forest, and these trees are being cut down to get wood and to make space for our crop fields, industries, roads, towns and villages. And this deforestation is harmful in many ways. It increases the amount of carbon dioxide in the air. Deforestation leads to the loss of wildlife, because when we cut down the trees, forest would vanish and the animals, wild animals, they come to the village and towns in search of food. It harms the soil, because the roots of trees, they protect the soil from being blown or washed away. Deforestation also reduces rainfall, because trees, they help in bringing rain. Deforestation causes floods also. because rainwater rushes down slopes when there are no trees, and because trees, they check the flow of water. If there would be no trees, rainwater will rush to down the slopes. Another example, or why we are spoiling the balance, why the balance of nature is spoiled, is we are killing animals in large numbers. Why we are killing the animals? For food and sport, for their skin, tusk, fur and so on. This has wiped out many animals, and when an animal is no longer found in an area, the balance in nature gets disturbed. Pollution. Meaning of pollution: when we pollute something, so this is called pollution. To pollute something means to make it dirty. And the things, many of the things we do, they lead to the pollution of air, land and water. Pollution is of many kinds. Air pollution: when air gets polluted, it is called air pollution. Smoke. Causes of air pollution are smoke given out by vehicles, factories and wood fires. And this increase in air pollution is because of the increase in the amount of carbon dioxide and other harmful gases in the air. This smoke has soot. Soot means tiny unburnt pieces, and these things pollute the air. And when the plants, leaves of the plants get coated with soot, they cannot make food. Soil pollution. Soil also gets polluted by when we throw the garbage or waste on the roads or street. The part of garbage that comes from plants and animals means biodegradable waste, that is broken down by nature's cleaners, and some waste is non-biodegradable like metal, plastic, glass. It remains unchanged, and some metals such as lead and mercury, and chemicals such as paints and pesticides are most harmful. Water pollution. When water gets polluted, it is called water pollution. All the dirty water from homes, offices, schools, hospitals, factories and so on flows into rivers, lakes or seas, and it brings with it some harmful things like chemicals and disease causing organisms. All this makes the water unfit for our use, and besides, the chemicals harm plants and animals that live in water, and they can reach us through the fish and other aquatic creatures we eat. So what can we do to stop this pollution? First step is forest. There should be wildlife parks to protect forest and wild animals. No one should be allowed to hunt or trap animals. There should be ban on cutting down of trees, ban on hunting and trapping or trading of some endangered animals. We could all try to protect forests by not polluting them. And what we can do, we can stop using things made of horns, fur, skin, feathers, etc. of wild animals. Reduce pollution. How we can reduce pollution? Waste water should be cleaned before it gets mixed into water bodies. We could separate garbage into the different kind of waste should be separated. One is biodegradable waste and another is non-biodegradable waste. Biodegradable waste should be used to make compost, and non-biodegradable waste should be sold to kabadiwalas who sell it for recycling. This would not only reduce pollution but also save resources. People who are going to same office, schools, they can form a carpool to travel to and fro using one car instead of separate cars. Carpool means कि all the people who are going to the same destination can use one car. Forming carpools reduces pollution and saves fuel. And if we have to cover a very short distance, we should go on foot or by through cycle. A big part of the electricity we use is made by burning fuel. So we should stop wasting electricity. And this way we can reduce pollution and save resources. When lights and fans are not in use, they should be switched off. And we could also use LED lights because they need less electricity. And instead of burning fuel, we could use non-polluting or clean sources of energy. Example, solar energy, solar cookers, solar water heaters and solar cells are used to cook, heat water and make electricity. Wind and flowing water are other clean sources of energy used to make energy. In these slides, the methods are shown how we can reduce pollution. So I hope you all will apply this method to save our environment from pollution. Thank you.